Hello guys, it's Stephanie again, and I'm going to share the little bit of Huntington stuff, but then I need to catch you up on what has been going on in my world. So I'm going to do this first, and I'm going to say the song so I don't forget, because God showed me. I thought it was supposed to be one song, but He showed me it's I Surrender All is going to be the song. So I'll run through that and stuff, and then get into what I wanted to tell you guys. So, and so I've been, oh yes, I have the trash can close to my bed, and it either is always knocking over, or I put my foot into the trash can. So that's, yeah, just because it's literally like right down there. So maybe when I have my bigger room, I won't be knocking my trash can over all the time and putting my foot in it. Okay, so I tried to put this. Oh, this was funny. Yes, I went to put the sheet on my bed, a new sheet, and I had the old one still on it, and then I realized it. So, yes, I went to lick a knife, but stabbed my teeth, and then stabbed my teeth with my fork when yes. And so I remember before I used to do this pretty often, is stabbing my teeth with silverware that, for if my arm's moving or whatever. But yes, it happened 2 times this week. So, this was funny. I looked in the fridge for the spatula that was in the dishwasher, so obviously I didn't find it in there, and got distracted while I was cooking my egg, and it got burned. And whacked my knee on the nightstand. I've actually had a good run of not running into things, knock on wood, but that one, yes, it hurt, but I have a lot less bruises than I did before, so that's good. I think I'm learning to walk around the bed with enough space around me. So, okay, that is the Huntington stuff. Those of you who are my friends on Facebook, I just posted this and on the Huntington's pages. But without going into too much information, after Brian and I got back from the eclipse, I really shot myself in the foot, and had gone to see my counselor and told her about doing that. And she said, "Oh, you have a love addiction." And I was like, love addiction? And the reason I feel strongly I'm supposed to share this with you guys is because this video is, about what's going on in my life, and also because in love addiction recovery, you have to be really honest. That's part of it. So that's why I feel like I'm supposed to tell you guys. So I started attending a recovery meetings. They do 12 steps there, and I have a sponsor, and she's awesome. But the only thing is, you can't be in a relationship for a year, and so that means no communication with guys, and so because of that, Brian and I are thankfully, he really understands about love addiction. He's just got, personal experience. So he understands that I have had to cut off communication with him. And the plan is, once God gives me some time and sobriety and, doing the steps, then after a year, that we can look at coming back together. And it's like that thing inside that's just, there's hope in me for that, because I'll be in such of a more healthy place to be able to be in a relationship. But when I found out it was love addiction, and I was like realizing that since I was a teenager, I've been struggling with this. So it was just nice to have to know what's going on. And the women in my support group are so amazing. And we all have the exact same stuff going on in our lives. So, so I wanted to share that with you guys, so you guys can be praying for me, because it's completely radical, 12 steps and doing that work, but I know it's going to be worth it, but it's going to be really hard at the beginning. So I decided to go back to the Amy Carmichael devotional. I just wasn't feeling it with the Psalm and Proverbs devotional. And of course, you guys know I love this because it has all the notes from when I did this years ago. And this one, yes, it's perfect. And then I'll read you the little blurb I had in there from last year. Just need a little water. Learning to live at home. You are my hiding place. You will protect me from trouble and surround me with songs of deliverance. Psalm 32:7. I think distractions in prayer are often because they have let ourselves wander too far from the things that matter most. And so we slip into an easily interrupted, easily distracted frame of mind. We need to live more at home. In Him we move and have our being. Acts 17:28. This means simply, God is our home. Home of my heart, lest I forget my redemption's cost to thee. Let my earliest thought to set upon thy Calvary. Do you see what that means? These words, which my attention on what matters most, speak of something that I cannot drop out of my day without great loss to me. I know without question that an earnest look at Calvary does more to help our life of prayer than we imagine. So shall the sayings of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be pleasing continually before thee, O Lord, my helper and my redeemer. Psalm 19:14. And before I read the prayer, I'm going to read you guys the note that I have in here, because this is really about surrender. This whole thing with the love addiction is, and also with the Huntington's disease, is surrendering my expectations of, how I've been living my life. So I wrote, everything, every dream, all to you I surrender. And that's why I'm going to do I surrender all, because also the note was, I was pouring out my heart in surrender, and the song I surrender all came to my mind. Teach me how to abide in your house. So that was my note from last year. So now here's the prayer. Our Father, something inward tells us we have been living scattered. Something anxious, restless, distracted, wandering inside. We fix our eyes upon the cross now, upon the post and crossbeam which become my one bridge back to your side. And I lift my eyes beyond the cross to the one who sits beside you, to Jesus, the risen one, our Lord, our brother, with arms outstretched in welcome, calling to us, come home. I come, Father, to hide myself in you. So now you guys are all caught up, and yes, I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope you all are having blessed weeks, and I will talk when I have more to say. Tomorrow is Fun Friday. Have a blessed week.